Okay, so this is just some topic I just thought of. Because I've had you my whole life. I was basically gonna just talk about things that you do. Anybody who owns motherfucker Mike just knows exactly what you're talking about.
Man, this I have to say, this one's really improv because I had no idea.
You had no idea. No, all right. So here's the first thing. You know when you open a door and you want to go out or something, or not necessarily outside.
Not outside.
Yeah, but into another room or whatever. But you want the door shut for whatever reason. And you can't make up your mind if you want to go out the door. And you want the damn door shut.
Depending on what you want, right?
I mean, that's the whole point of this. It's just like, hey,
it's really annoying sometimes because sometimes you don't want Inspector Gadget in the room.
All these things are annoying.
And I mean, I go into the bathroom and sometimes, like, if there's nobody else in the house, I leave the door open because who cares? And I'm using the bathroom and then brown bricks. So then I'm like, what? I should have shut the door.
Yeah, because I don't care. They're like, oh, somebody's taking a shit. Oh, let me go in here.
Right. It's like, meow, meow, meow.
Yeah.
And then I think he thinks because his food dish is near the bathroom. So I think that he associates me going into the bathroom with he's going to get a lot of fun. So he comes after me for that reason. I go the other direction, and then he's like, what the fuck? Yeah. So now it's the situation where I have to make sure that the door is definitely shut, or else all internet. Sure, okay. Yeah, you're right.
Also, you don't always want to get high. Like, it's a really important thing. Like,
but my sister does that.
Okay. But it isn't so much that. The funny thing, I think, is how you plan to get up there. Because you jump on, like, a chair, and then you jump onto the table, and then you jump on something to get high.
Sure.
But as Mike is doing it, you can see Mike thinking, like, should I jump up there, or is it too dangerous? And sometimes you opt out. You can see, like, okay, it's not worth the risk. You start doing that thing.
I think I know what happened when early on when I was still younger and smaller. I wanted to get high, and then I jumped onto a chair, and then I was doing what you were just talking about, where I think about it and then I plan it, like got to plan my trajectory of the jump, and I did it, and I was trying to jump all the way on top of the refrigerator, and I didn't make it. I smashed my face into the top of the refrigerator. Wham! And then fell on the ground, and I like everybody was standing right there, and then I looked up and I saw that we were all like just watching, and I was like, "Fuck!" It was like the biggest failure ever.
Failure. Then there's like the baby problem. They'll get themselves kicked, like accidentally, like if they run into your foot while you're walking, and you just accidentally kick them, and they don't even care. If there was a giant baby walking around. Like, why would you run into its feet? Is this baby just a baby, doesn't know anything, or is it because the baby is suicidal? They like run right under your foot, and then like sometimes you realize at the last second, you're like, oh, and you try not to step on the baby, and then you end up just like losing your balance and falling over. Some hold their ground, others don't.
My baby holds his ground. It says, okay, if you want him, so the way to get him to go is I have to go put food in his food dish. Because he's a pig. Okay, so then that's how I know to get him to move. But if I were just like pick him up and move it, that's a problem.
They want it coming out of the faucet, and I turn the faucet on because she's always playing around at it.
Flowing out. It's so much better.
Yeah. She sticks her head under it and actually like takes a shit. Bombs away, baby bitch. Yeah, I think she's a Turkish van. They headbutt a lot. They're always headbutting you. She goes out of control with the headbutting. Like you'll walk into a room and as soon as she sees you, she gets so excited. She's like butting her head like against nothing. Like somebody's just in thin air. She'll just like start. We have a name for it. We call it bupping. She just whacked Mike in the face and then ran. And this is something that Mike does all the time. That he comes over if you're sitting still. Or if you're like in bed, like you're kind of laying there watching TV or something, you're like whacking off, and then like next thing he's like kind of like in your lap, and you're like, like, oh, it's nothing, like whatever. He'll come over and start stomping all over your crotch. They kind of push to get the milk out, and it's painful. It hurts. Yeah, it does. No, because you jump right in and then just like. I don't know what else I have to explain. It hurts like hell. Like, oh, Jesus Christ, get the fuck off me.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say you're laying on the couch or something, or you're laying in bed, and you have a blanket on you.
You see something moving under a blanket, and then like you
I
get
just go
that head
crazy,
jerk.
right.
Yeah. Oh.
You're trying to get him off.
No, I mean it's just kind of like sometimes you're like, fine, okay, fine, as long as he's there, he's not like stomping on my crotch or anything. Like you're kind of happy that okay,
You're
fine.
like, as long as he's not clawing my crotch, I'm happy.
Yes. So then the idea is to move your legs without jerking him. Basically, like there's a science to it. It's like, okay, then between your legs like this, and then you turn your legs, or you're trying to like turn around and it's anybody who's anybody who knows what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually not that bad.
This is one of my favorite ones. Is that you open a closet door and to get the cookie jar out of there, and then you go to shut it, and then like 20 minutes later you hear crunch. You have the door open for like 2 seconds. A ninja got in there so fast you didn't even notice. The ninja just snuck right in. Mm-hmm. You would think the ninja would start complaining right away, like, oh, you shut me in here. The reason is because the ninja only thinks in the moment. They're never thinking in the future.
I've seen you do something interesting sometimes.
Okay.
Do you know where I'm headed with this?
Wait, you've seen this?
I've once or twice. That was the most interesting thing I saw.
Okay, you've seen that happen. All right. Mike can't breed.
Spayed and neutered.
Yeah, so nothing can happen. So nothing's going on. So yeah, Mike can do a lot of things that are annoying or whatever, but they're really fun animals. Like I don't know, like I've just been a person my whole life. I guess you just either are a person or you're not. That's just the way it is. I've had to. I'm usually more of a baby person just because of the way my lifestyle is. They don't require very much. It's really just like as long as they're fed and you clean their litter and everything like that. Like usually it's like more like you have to give them attention a lot. Like they're kind of like they always want to fuck you. I'm just gonna lay over here and like lick my asshole or something.
So I love butt. I'm trying to walk and I say oh. I'm like, can you move out of the way? But because maybe you're trying to grab a pair of scissors or something. Yeah. You try to grab the pair of scissors. Then you turn around. All right, well, I just moved you out of the way. Now you're like there again. And the butt always in front. So this is what I say, the butt, as if the butt can understand me. Can you just walk behind me?
God, shut up. Get out of my way. What are you doing?
I want attention like anybody else. Yeah. Mommy, watch me do this, watch me do this, watch me do this. They're crazy.
Sleep. Oh God. Sleep. 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 Sleep.
Yeah, that's the real pussy.
Time to get beat, boy!
You pussy pisslet.
Freak! We're gonna beat your fucking ass! That's what you little fuck.
Oh, I can go home and jerk off onto my blanket all night!
So yeah, anybody with funny stories, share them.